everyone, this is Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I'm here to do a tutorial on a project that I've been working on, and these are little purses for gift cards. And this is project number 4 on Craft Show series. I've been trying to make new items for my craft shows. I did do a few different ones last year, but I only made a few. I think I made like 10 and I sold them all. But I wanted to come up with a couple of ideas. I did make these little purses that I've had at my craft shows for many years. I try and change them every year, but these only hold like money or jewelry. And the reason I had done these was because I had a partner that did real pretty Victorian jewelry, and she no longer does craft shows with me. So I had cut out a bunch, so I just continued. But I decided not to do these. Going to use up what I have, and then still make the purses, but make them bigger to fit either money, jewelry, or gift cards. Because everybody kept asking me last year, does it hold a gift card? And so I thought I'm going to get rid of what I've got and just stick to the bigger ones. So I did come up with two of them, two different styles, except for this one's a little thinner. It's more like a box. And this one is 3/4 of an inch. This is a 1/2 inch, I think. And then I did this one like a little gift box. And then I just put the top on there. So I bought, on Amazon, I bought this little, I don't know what they call it, but diamond, I guess, diamond embossing folder. I did have a bigger one, but it was kind of too big, and I wanted to get something a little bit smaller. So this is the diamond embossing folder. Then I just got a pen and marked it. This is the gold pen. And you don't have to do that. I just did, but I don't know if I'm going to do that for all of them. I just do the top because it is a little much. But I'm not sure how much I'm going to charge for these yet. I'm just going to make them and see how much it costs and break everything down. But I just needed something simple. I do my little bags that I have with the little bows, and those are very popular for the gift cards, but they're more like a gift bag, and people like the purses. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll give you all the measurements. And so this one is this white one right here. And we have done the box many times, but I just cut a 10 by 3.5 so I can get 2 out of one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I always do mine usually in plain paper or glitter paper instead of the pattern paper. It's easier for me because if they want to use them for any occasion and not just Christmas, it seems to help. But that's how I like to do it. And that way I'm not trying to match things with the pattern paper. But I score it at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then 8.5 by 9.5. And then I turn it and I do the bottom. So I do have one here. So it looks like this. And we've done this box many, many times. I've done it. And so then I just cut at the score line and miter. And then I do my little 1/2 inch here to attach. Okay, so you're going to do all your cutting, and you're going to attach it. Okay, oops, I put too much glue. I just added water to my glue. So I find my wipe. Decided to bring wipes with me every time. So I have a little container with wipes. They just bring that in. I kind of got it ready beforehand. Okay. And then you're going to cut a piece that is, let's see what this one is. Oops. Okay, this is 3 3/4 by 2. And then I scored at a 1/2 inch for the top. Gotta get my glue. Okay. I'm standing up, so it's kind of hard. Okay, so you bring your this is your bottom part, and you bring that in, and then I tried to see where I'm trying to be very visual about that. Put it towards me where I attached. Okay. So, okay, so bring this one and then this one forward. And I put on the one in the front and one in the back. Bring that forward. Make sure they're even. And these are very easy and very fast to make. So if you do the gift bags, it's the same thing as the gift bags, the big ones, just a different size. Okay, then I'm going to fold this in like a bag. Okay, then I'm going to put this, okay, so I went ahead and I'm going to show you how I did this little handle. We have a community center here, and people, it's like a giveaway table, and people will bring tons of whatever they want to give away. They don't get rid of. They don't want to take to Goodwill or anything. And somebody brought tons of these beads, and they're in round bolts, but this one happened to be just separated. So I wanted to use them because I thought they'd be beautiful handles. So what I did, in order for it to stand up, and you don't have to have it stand up, but I did. I just wanted to just stand up. So this one is a 26 gauge. It's very thin, very light. And so I like doing it like this. I just cut a big piece. And then I'm going to show you what I do, because I want to use this up. So I figured out how much I'm going to use. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little bit. So I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times. And then I just kind of wrapped it in the center. I don't know if you can see, like right here. And you can wrap it a couple times if you want, so it doesn't fall off. But it's really up to you. I'm not doing it too much. I'm just kind of wrapping it, making sure it stays. And this is, I don't know, I found this to be easier so it can stand up. But I might do a few that just fall. So then I'm going to show you how I attached it. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one. That's why I cut it a little bigger so I can wrap it around. So you can do this while you're watching TV. I think I'm going to take these when I take care of the baby. Not baby, toddler. He's not a baby. I'm going to take care of him while he's playing, because or else grandma falls asleep. So, okay, so then you can stretch it out like that. So that's how it looks. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just kind of makes it stand up. Okay. So then what I did was I did a hole. Let me get a piece of paper so I can do a hole. Hang on. Okay, I can't find my bigger hole punch, so I'm just going to show you how I do this. I just have my little one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make the hole bigger. Doesn't have to be real big, just enough to where the bead goes through. Okay. And then what I did, you got to be real careful when you do this. Let me get my tool. Let's see. Make sure you don't burn anything. heat it up. And I flattened it so that way it doesn't go through the hole. So I don't make the hole that big. Just made enough to, this one I made too big. Then when I glue it down, I'm gonna glue this down with, where's my glue? This glue. I'm gonna try that and see how that works. This way, that's the inside, and then this will be on the outside, so that way it doesn't pull out. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, this blends, it melts pretty good and flattens out, so that's what I did for that one. And so that's my little flaps. So once I attach it, then I'm gonna glue it. Okay, so I flattened those already. Let me see if I find my where. I lost my train of thought. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down first before I glue my little, and you don't have to glue those down. I am going to because I don't want them to come off. They're just kind of a extra security. I was surprised that it melted, but it did. And then I got just heated. I guess you can use a heat gun too. Then I'm going to use my glue. See if I can do that. Ew. Oh no, I made a mess. Okay, hang on. Let me clean up my mess. That way it stays. So when I got the Velcro dots, and then just bring that forward. And there's your little purse. And you can make this as long as you want. So it'd be pretty if you didn't put the wire, you can just hang down. That would be pretty too. Then I have my little circle. I put my Coco Chanel. And there's my purse, this one purse. Okay, that came out cute. So they're plain. I think this kind of adds a lot to it. And you can put it all over if you want. I didn't. I decided I didn't want it that way. Just kind of a little bit more simple. And just, I'm not sure how much I'm going to sell these for. A couple bucks probably. So that's it. And this fits a gift card holder very nicely. Or money, or you can put candy, you can put jewelry. So it's big enough. All I had to do is make it a little bit wider than this and longer, taller. So that's it for my project, for one of them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and work on the other one while this dries. And okay, so I already scored this one. I did put the pattern all over on this one. So just like I did this. And you don't have to. If you just want to do the top, you can. But, okay, so I scored this one at, okay, so I call this a square. Not necessarily a square, but, so it's 5.5 by 8. And then I scored at 1.5, and then 2 1/4, and 4 3/4 by 5.5. And then I turned it, And this is 3/4 on each side. Okay. And then turn it to the other side and do 3/4 again. Okay. Each side. Sorry, I got myself confused. Then what I did was I cut this off right here where this is going to be your flap. So I just went in here and then cut this down. Okay, and then we're going to cut in up to the score line. These are the flaps that go inside. Okay. And then you do this side. It makes it a little thinner when you emboss the whole thing. The paper gets thin, breaks up some of the fibers, I think. Okay. So I just do a little bit of mitering there. Okay, then you keep these in, and you can use your bone folder. I finally brought my bone folder in. I'm trying to keep everything here. I made me a little caddy so I can keep everything I need. So I'm not running back and forth. Okay. So then I'm going to do, so I'll put glue on this side because I want the edge to go that way towards the back. Okay. So you just bring it up. And hold it down. And you can spread this out so that way you go to the edges. I just get a little sloppy. And you can do your either puff paints or a pen for if you want to do the little circles. You just bring that over. And then I'm going to show you how I do the little circles. Let's see if I have my gold pen. So I just kind of go on the, let's see if you can see it. And the inside's like kind of in. So I just kind of make a circle and then cover it. And then this way I get my circle. And then cover the middle. It's pretty easy. Doesn't take long. To me, this kind of stuff is kind of therapeutic. I kind of get lost in it. I don't find it tedious. I'm not going to do all of them. It goes pretty fast. There. So it doesn't take long. And then I'm going to do the Velcro dots. And just bring that over. So this one I didn't fold in. This just sits like that. Okay, so then what I did was I had a strip. And I used a lot of scrap pieces that were left over from cutting. Okay, and I just kind of made a little, like a half an inch in on each side. You can score it, you can measure it if you want to. Didn't make it that big. Oops, I didn't do it big enough. But you can go in. Phone's beeping. So you can do it like that. That way you have a little space there. Let's see if I can get some little clips to hold it. And then what I did on that green one, let's see if I can do that. This one, I just have this bling, and so I just kind of added the bling to the paper. And that's why I put the paper, that way it's easier. Or you can also insert the wire and that will stay up too. I've done that before. Okay, so these are easy projects that you can do. And so this is, I guess it's a little bit bigger than that one. I don't know how I measured, but see, this one is 3.5, and this one is 4. And I think I wanted it wider. I think that's what it was. So I made this one wider, and this one I think fits it just perfectly. I think that's why I put this one bigger. So either one, see, this one fits just right. But this one is a little bit bigger. Oops. This one has more room. Okay, so really it's what you prefer. I always say everybody has a different taste on what they want. So I might do a little bit of both. So some might like the wider, the longer purse than the shorter one. So that's it for my project for today. I just wanted to show you how I made these, and they're very easy, and you don't need a die. You don't, all you need, if you want to do an embossing folder, you can, or do them in pattern paper or plain paper, whichever. But I hope you try this. It's pretty easy, and I know that they will sell because people love purses. I think I'm going to kind of round it like I did this one. Kind of do the round. Where's my scissors? Let's do my scissors. Make it more of a rounded look. I don't have my corner rounder. Oops. Yeah. Didn't come out perfect, but that's okay. I'll fix it. And that's it. There's my project. So I'll probably put some gold bling or silver bling or something on there. So gold probably with that one. And thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.